It's John Birmingham. Hi. Hey. It's John Birmingham. Hi. Hey. Hi. It's me. Hi. I'm probably going to go to Wells Fargo in this video and deposit money, deposit money um, in the bank at the ATM. I don't know if I can show it or not, so I'll put the camera down when I'm actually depositing the money. And I'm probably going to do leg lunges a little bit because I haven't done leg weights today. And it was like 5 days of feeling pretty bad before today. Or 4 days. Or three or 4 days. But part of some day was kind of okay, but it was difficult. It was like standing up for family, praying for family to be okay and to be good, repenting for the sin I had done, for not feeling that great. So today was like feeling happy and good and working out and doing things that I enjoy and not or feel good about, and not worrying about the other people being hurt or anyone being hurt or suffering or anything like that with my loved ones. So today was like more like I got to finally work out again. So I'm probably going to get packages down the hill in this video and go to Wells Fargo and work out with weights and maybe turn music on or do fun stuff. And maybe draw on that drawing board thing or whatever. It's not a drawing board because it's not really for art. It's not really for drawing. It's for teaching my kids. It was a good idea for videos and to help teach my kids and show people in my videos about God and Jesus and things that I want to like. I can speed up if I show like illustrated drawings, but it's not really an illustration. It's not really art, so it's more like for teaching. That drawing board that was in the painting, or it's not really a drawing board because it'd be drawing. So it's more for teaching. It's more for teaching and teaching my kids and in videos, and not really teaching at a school or something like that. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to do that. I think, but I may. I don't know because I'm a really good teacher. I'm really good at teaching people. I taught one class before, but what I did with the teaching ability was teach my children, be a good father to my children, and show them how to do things. Show them God and Jesus. I was just there showing them God and Jesus. So I'm probably going to do fun stuff in this video. And Danica said she might move back with the kids any day now or something. Maybe. I don't know. In so many words, she said she's probably going to move back, but I don't know if she's going to or what. And so that was kind of good news to hear, that she said she wanted to move back and get one of my parents' houses, like live in one of their rental houses, not to own, but to just they'll let her live there for some rental house, or I don't know. But she can live here. I don't see why she doesn't want to live here yet with me, or she does. Maybe she really does. I don't know. So maybe we'll be a family, maybe we won't, but it's not worth dying to worry about so much. Oh. Oh. Oh no. I had dusted something before that and I didn't want the dust to get in it. But I just opened it. It's like a Zevia cherry cola. Stevia cherry cola. It's kind of like the 80s. They had aspartame, but nowadays they have Zevia. And it's more healthy. It's like from a natural plant or something like that. So I don't know. But it's still artificial sweetener, and it can affect your metabolism and other stuff. And you don't want to just go drinking tons of this all the time. But it has caffeine in it, so I was using it for the caffeine. But who cares? It's just your physical body. It's up to God how long we live, and the sin is what kills our bodies and hurts our bodies. It could be sin of others, sin of our own. But gluttony's a real thing, and giving up on your health is a real thing, and your body's a temple for God. So it's really to do God's work, but also you don't want to hurt it. So I guess it's okay to be kind to your body because your body's a temple for God. do God's work, and you don't want to hurt your body. And I think that means it's okay. I don't know. I have to ask many priests or people and talk who are religious and who understand God and Jesus, who are experts or professionals or a pastor, a minister. Is it okay to work on your physical health a bunch to be better to your body as a temple for God, so you can live longer, do more of God's work, or some stuff like that. So you might have. I've been studying God and Jesus now for 2 or 3 years, and before that, I was raised on God and Jesus, but didn't really understand as much. But I didn't really understand as much about it as I do now, compared to how I do now. But I understood a bunch. I understood a bunch because I was raised in God and Jesus, so I'm pretty nice. But I do like working on my physical health and appearance and stuff sometimes. But sometimes look at how I've looked in some of my videos. It's been like, well, it's okay. I'm grateful for what I have. But our eternal souls are forever. Our souls are forever. Our bodies aren't forever. Our souls are our bodies. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know what I'm talking about because I'm just a sinful man. So I make mistakes. So I'm trying to like. I'm trying to. I might like turn music on. Oh, Alexa, what packages do I have?
For John, fire starter sticks should arrive Tuesday by 10 p.m. Fire starter sticks should arrive next week. By the way, if you happen to be running low on N, CK snack bar, and need more, just say buy N. CK snack bar.
Alexa, what packages arrived today?
For John, fire starter sticks should arrive
Alexa,
Tuesday by 10.
Stop. Okay, no packages, I guess, down the hill, unless I see there's mail or something. So I might go out and drive to Wells Fargo or something. I don't know. Or do something fun here, like put music on and work out or something. I might do leg lunges. I don't know. I might go somewhere. I haven't had any food all day today. I'm just gonna do something fun and put music on, something that I kind of like to do. I don't know. I'm kind and godly and Jesus-like, but I don't know how sinful I may be sometimes to stand up for my health, feeling better, feeling good about my selfish ways. It may be a sin that I don't know how bad I'll be or good I'll be. So I'm hoping to be as kind and good as I can, because some stuff annoys me. It makes me feel bad, and I don't know if I want to do it again. So I don't know. Alexa, play music by John Birmingham.
Here's some music by John Birmingham on Amazon Music.
Oh, Alexa, stop. Alexa, play music from the John Birmingham.
I missed something. Can you say it again?
Play the next song. Alexa, play the next song. Alexa, play the next song. I don't know why it's playing these same ones I played earlier today. Alexa, play the next song. Alexa, play the next song.
You got to put it in
Alexa, play the next song.
You got to put it in my...
Alexa, play the next song. Alexa, play the next song. Alexa, play the next song. I'm going to play some music. Here's a country bar from the Vampires of Zanzibar. This movie was a movie where I found God again more than I had ever found God, but I didn't have Jesus as much, but I believed in Jesus. And within days, I quit being a real estate agent and decided to make a movie. When I had found God again, I was happy again, finally not depressed. I only had a little depression for like a few weeks, or days, or a few weeks. And I prayed to God and cried, and I said, please God, make it go away. And He made it go away. So I quit being, within a few days, I quit being a real estate agent and decided to make this movie. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I didn't have Jesus as much or know as much about Jesus as I do now, but it's pretty good. This is a good song. That's Corey playing guitar. It's when I first met him 7 years ago, or 14 years ago, 2007.
Who paid you guys? Paid by number. What did I could count to 1,000? I don't think that's the money like the one that's got too.
Big time. Listen, play a song a little bit. Just one little song. Famous.
They really played that music in my movie. That was an original song they played. They made up right there on
I've
my movie.
got a new singer here. He's going to step up and do a song. I'm just going to step aside now. The Lord's all yours, sugar.
Well, just the other night, I got to find some new candy balls. I fell to the floor and I started to squall.
I started to
So I kicked me in the gut, not for it. When I blew that far out hard like you ain't never seen me.
So where would they go to start playing some of your blood rounds? Someone who doesn't have the people.
There's a ton of bars and stuff downtown. Oh, then that's where I go.
Good idea. Let's go.
Showtime, folks. Are you ready for mama? Everyone lines up because I'm going for a sexy French
Praise God, praise Jesus. This is the music that was in my movie The Vampires of Zanzibar. There are like 12 songs or 20 songs or 10 songs or whatever. I made a voice for this man who was in theater in Roanoke. This is my friend Bjarni from Iceland. That looked awful on my face. Praise God. Praise Jesus. Praise God. Praise Jesus. I put like 100 of my songs on pretty much most places where you can get music online. Yo, I got the place ready. Alexa. Oh. I got the place ready a little better. Yo. I should play drums. Hi. Put this here to save money on heat. Hi. Praise God. Praise Jesus. Yay. She's gonna die with her boots still on. I'm trying to listen to some Metallica song that we played, that we made up ourselves, like a Metallica parody. It's playing that. It's me playing drums on it and singing as James Hetfield. Let me tighten this tripod. I guess. I think it's tightening it. This one's called Metallica Parody. Some song we did. Okay. Say your prayers, little one. Metallica is number one. More important than the sun. Yeah. It's just a random one of the songs that we did. It was like a Metallica parody that was. I didn't really make one of my best music videos at. Alexa, stop. So I was gonna really do a Metallica parody, and I think it might be a good time to do it, like a real music video Metallica parody, because they're still pretty big. So I'd have to be good about it and kind about it. God's work, God and Jesus. Oh, if I play drums, that might wake up the neighbor. Maybe I can tap on them and play a different way. Maybe I can play some different way and tap on them. Because I don't want to wake up the neighbor, unless he can't hear it at all from me, unless he can't hear it as much from here. Man, I'm not gay, man. Even though, okay. Hello, I'm not gay. I'm not gay. I'm not gay. But I felt like it was like something annoying my backside. My backside. Yay. That was pretty good. Well, there must be something else to do. We could go downstairs. Ow, that hurt my hands a little bit. I've never played my real drums that hard with my hands. Never played my real drums that hard with only my hands. And that's kind of cool. Maybe that'd be something cool and different. I can use the video from this and edit, but it's in this video. It's really in this video. So it's already in this video on my channel, but I can maybe use that in some other thing, but it kind of hurt my fingers a little bit. It got dirt on them and scraped them a little bit right there and there on those two knuckles. It's not that bad of a thing. There and there, got dirt on them and scraped it. So you wash my hands. I might go downstairs. Hi. Hey. Hi. I'm gonna turn this heat off. It's like way too hot after doing that. That's the heat there. This is I put that in without using any tools without using my regular tools. It was a piece of wood I found. It wasn't that great of a piece of wood, but I couldn't find my tools for like so long, like a year or something. I haven't found my tools now, or 8 months. So I had to use a little hand saw that had like either rust or no rust on it or something. I had to use a little hand saw to cut it, and whatever paint I happened to find, I may have found a paintbrush to paint it with instead of wiping it on with paper towels or something. I had almost no tools besides random things used to cut like little branches or something, like a little hand saw. And so I cut that and put it there just so it was something there. In the weirdest way, I had to hammer it in with like a wrench or something with little nails. I don't know where my tools are. It's because I packed them up and I said something like I said I don't want to use my tools. I was pissed, or I still don't know what I said, but I didn't want to use my tools. And so I don't know if that's it or not, or just for some reason I haven't been able to find my tools. So they're in this house somewhere. They're like hidden under something or whatever. So I don't know where my tools are. It's way too hot in here. I'm going to turn some of this heat off. I got this a little better order. It was pretty not dirty, but it was messy. It was kind of messy. I'm just filming, reality footage. It's called vlog, blog, documentary. There are many different names for reality style videos. Vlog, documentary, reality TV. Some ways it could be other genres and stuff that I'm filming right now. It's like filming, the truth about how I feel and telling the truth and uncensored. Kind of cut my finger a little bit playing drums with my hands. I hope the baby sees this one day. That would be good. I don't know, but it's more for my wife, or whoever my wife is, a woman who's my wife, not a random woman. It's for an audience, for my son, Roman, probably, or I don't know. I guess it's for my son Roman, the video. I'm probably gonna have to throw this away. No, why throw it away? Just because I dusted a small amount of tiny dust. I had to dust a small amount of tiny dust, so why throw away this entire drink? It was like, I dusted this. I dusted a tiny amount of dust with a paper towel in here and there and on there. But this was down here, so I guess I'll throw it away. Because there was some dust up there. What a waste. Probably wouldn't have hurt me to drink the dust. I don't know. Dee-da-dee-da-day. Dee-da-dee-da-day. I save money sometimes and I don't. It doesn't matter, but it's God's way. is the most important. Any day, every day, God's way. He taught dee da day. I don't know what that means, but God's way's okay with me. And go-betweens are good. I don't know what they are, but I've heard it before. And you're bragging now, you feel like a star. Why? I don't know. I get the thought that I'm supposed to be a star. But God and Jesus are what's most important, or who is most important. I don't know what a go-between means. I don't know what random stuff means. And most people have the wrong idea about what things are about. They're misled in the dark as to God's truth. And really, it's about loving God the most, loving Jesus the most, and being kind to others. My mom wrote another line. I'm going to check to see what it is. See what I'm going to turn the camera away from me. I'm going to see what my mom wrote in the line. Oh. My mom helped somebody move to Roanoke. What happened to my finger? I was playing drums with my hands and it hurt it a little bit. Yo, I feel kind of strong. I've been lifting weights again today. My mom wrote and said some other stuff. I'm going to see what she said and get right back. Something for this lady who is my sister's husband's mom. So I'm going to use the bathroom. I'll be right back. No. Okay. So I feel better about my health today and feeling good. For 3 or 4 days, I felt really not good at all. Every moment was like torment and suffering or torment or crying to actually feel love and feel okay, crying in sadness, or kind of feeling okay for like a few minutes maybe, or moments, and then it just wasn't that difficult. It was difficult. It was really difficult. It was not easy for like 3 or 4 days, and I was worried about family, and I felt I had been too selfish for about a week or 5 days. Before that, you can see in my videos I was starting to look better and feel better and look good, and then I was worried about family. Some things happened, I thought, or I don't know, and then I had to repent and pray and hope they're okay, and go through this difficult kind of repenting stuff and feeling sorry for what I had done, or I didn't know what I had done wrong, but feeling bad so they could feel good in some way, and praying to God and hope and then everything was okay again. And today I thought my body needs attention. I didn't work out much, and I was eating unhealthy foods a little bit, not that healthy foods, and it was like for 4 days laying in a bed feeling so bad every moment, like almost not really unrest, that's more in hell, but like constantly having to put the effort forth every moment, or every few moments or so, or seconds or whatever, and it wasn't that good. So I'm just gonna work out. I don't want to die or anything, but like I'm gonna work out, and the good thing is that everybody's okay again. Everybody's okay again. I think I don't know, that from what they've told me. So I guess everyone's okay again. I don't want to worry about it too much, so I'm gonna work out. I'm feeling good again. I'm not worried about dying or anything bad that much. Today was like I got to feel good all day. Way down, Sally, or lay down, way down, Sally. I'm man. I'm not Sally. I know. Always trying to be the coolest. That's what I worked at my entire life. No, no, that's wrong. That's why I spent 4 days repenting and suffering, almost in torment and suffering and crying, not feeling that good, to do what was right, what I thought was right. And then now I get to work out again. So now I'm feeling good about my health and feeling better and stuff. I have to itch my nose. I have to itch my nose. I could draw something or write something on here just to put something on here. Okay. There's no animal here to talk to besides the mouse. Okay, let's draw something, or paint something, or write, do a lesson, God, or talk about God and Jesus. Okay, I'm gonna. Jesus is God. I'll just. Jesus is God. I drew on the side of it. Okay, Jesus is God. Can you see that? Can you see that? Jesus is God. Let's make it a little more visible. So it's like a little darker, so you can see what it really says. God. Jesus is God. Jesus is God. Or I can zoom in on it. Yeah. No. You're right. You're right. Jesus is God. Yeah, because you said I was right and I said it and I did it again. So you're or something. But that's true. Jesus is God. Hi. Jesus is God. I don't know where I'm going to go. I might go to, hi. Oh, sorry, I didn't know. It was filming my face right then. Yo. Hi. Oh, it was already filming my face. Jesus is God. Hey, it zooms in back that way. Can you see that, or is it... Can you see that, or is it reading backwards? Jesus is God. Dee-da-day. 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 Yay. The baby. I threw the markers back in the thing. Hi. So I feel kind of strong. I feel pretty strong. I am strong. I am strong. I look good. No. Okay. I am strong. Jesus is God. Jesus is God. Okay. I am strong. I gotta use the bathroom. Okay. I took a break, or took it easy to use the bathroom. I had to use the bathroom. I had to use. It's not a country accent. It's not carrot top. It's not. No, I don't. It's not carrot top talking like this. It's not. I'll look okay, I guess. I don't know if this is filming like the way it says on there. I don't know if it's filming like the way it says on there. Yo. I'll show you. I'll show you. I'll be the biggest, strongest one. I'll show you. I'll show you. That's me, John Birmingham. I'll show you. Jesus and God and kindness, how kind I am to others, but I won't show anyone unless it's going to make me incinerated as I do this. No, I don't know. Yep. Pure white soul. I am Ricky down, ding dong dong, incinerated. I don't know. That's what you do if you act like a racist who talks that way, who's like really racist, and you try to make that how you are. But I've never made my soul that way. At one time I did become a fear-driven Republican, which Republicans can be good if they just like being that way. And I was like a fear-driven homophobe, pretty bad with that stuff. And it was only for like a few years, or a few months was the worst of it, or a few years. And so it made me have depression later. For many years, I think. I suffered it. Imagine my body being incinerated, and it started to hurt and make me feel sick. And then it just, I never got any diseases. I was healthy enough. I repented for many years. I was sorry about what I did, and I finally got back to being my regular good self, who's kind. And then when I really found God in Jesus, I was like, wow, this is amazing that I found God and Jesus, not in a physical, healthy way necessarily, or however I look. It was my soul that got to be myself again. Things the way that I am, like how I like vegan food and kind to animals, like even the smallest little animal, as long as they're not unclean, but I'd still be kind to them. I wouldn't want to kill them usually. It's kind of gross to me. And in heaven, all the animals there probably won't be any bad smells. All the animals are friends in heaven. A lion will go down will be next to a human, and it'll be beautiful in heaven. But that's not here. There's sin on the earth, so that's why we have dominion on the animals. So I'm gonna lift really heavy weights. I already warmed up, so I'm gonna do this. Yo. Whoops. I better quit. I haven't gotten to do that. I haven't gotten to feel really good about working out in like 5 years or something. So I had to stop. Instead of doing 20 of those, like a really amazing feeling and getting all that good feeling for myself, I just kind of stopped. I didn't let it hurt my body too bad, but that's kind of how it hasn't been that, it's like been too selfish to take all the good feeling for myself and feel really amazing and the best ever, you know, but I guess I'm doing okay because look at me, I'm kind of healthy, or maybe really healthier than I know. It was just those old habits I had of working out with about that same weight from when I was like really, I thought it was okay to like empower myself. Was really like by kind of some of the wrong ideas, some of the right ideas. God and Jesus I believed in, but I got a little misled for like a few years, and then it took a few years getting back to myself. After less than a year of it, I had to start working at hard labor, and it was more like God's work and kindness to others, but I still had kind of the wrong ideas. But I probably just look normal or whatever. I don't even know what I look like. I'll turn this light off. Here's what the lights look like in here. Just how it is, I guess. God, Jesus is God. So maybe I can go to the Wells Fargo and film in the car or something. I'm gonna use the bathroom again. This is gonna be pretty fast. This is gonna be a fast bathroom break. Send the bug down the drain. Sending a bug down the drain. How cool I am. Sending a bug down the drain. How cool. Man, I'm so cool. I put a bug down the drain and put water on it to make it go down there. I was going to do these really big heavy weights, and now I feel like I can't do it. I guess I'm going to put some warm clothes on and go to the bank and deposit like some money in the bank. I'm going to deposit some money in the bank. So I'm going to go, I think. I don't know if I'm going to or not. I think I'm going to go there. So I'm going to put some warm clothes on. So I'm going to put warm clothes on and go. And I'm not gonna film the bank. I'm not gonna film the bank because I know you can't. You might not be able to really do that. So I'm gonna turn the camera away when I'm at the bank. I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna like put it down on the ground or turn it off or something like that. Something like that. Whatever that is. So I'm not gonna film going to the bank, but I'm gonna go to an ATM. I'll turn it off before I get there or something, or I won't even go if it's that much of a stupid worry. I don't see how filming anything would do. You know, you cover up the numbers when you type in your number at the ATM. You cover that up with your hand. I don't see. You know, I'd have to look up the rules. They maybe say you can't film when you go to the bank. So I'm not worried about it that much. I'm not worried about it that much. But I think I'm gonna go somewhere out there. I don't see what I would even do. Other than put my money in the bank so I can pay my bills, maybe be entertaining on the way, try to get to be there for my family and love, well, for my kids. I'm not going to go to my parents' house. It's too late at night. I think it's too late at night. I don't want to go to their house. It's too late for them at night. Here's this. I got a new energy drink. I'm gonna drink an energy drink and I'm gonna try to stay up really late. Or not really late, but then go to sleep because I don't have to be somewhere for work in the morning, but I spent 3 or 4 days suffering in bed, worrying about loved ones because I woke up at the wrong hour. But then I realized it's because I woke up, well, it's because of doing God's work. It was God's way of helping me do work. It wasn't because of a mess up in medicine or something like that. But it may have been. So next time, if I feel it's the right thing to do, I'll try to go to sleep. But it was wrong to go to sleep. Every time I started falling asleep, that's a horrible thing I thought would happen. These bad things I thought would happen to my family, and it happened for 3 days. And on the third day, it was only from 3 a.m. till 11 a.m. something. It was only 8 hours. And then I said, I do have to take the medicine. So I took that. So I took, because Danica wants me to take the medicine. But before all that, it was like amazing. I quit the medicine, felt amazing. And so, but then it caused 3 or 4 days of suffering. Then I was worried about my parents the next day after I took the medicine. And then the next day, I felt okay again, was today. And I didn't have to worry about any of my loved ones. Everything was okay again, as far as I knew. I was sure of it. I thought it through, asked, are they really okay? Is everything good? Everyone was okay. Everyone felt like everything was good. So today, I fasted all day. I haven't had any food, and I started working out again a bunch, and I drank tons of caffeine, and I haven't felt bad at all today, I think. Yeah, I haven't felt bad at all. It's been amazing all day. I got to feel good all day. It's amazing. It's a miracle. I get to feel good all day, which is, I don't know how often people get to do that, but sometimes life doesn't feel that great. So I get to feel pretty good. And I'm hoping that maybe by some miracle, it'll get to feel really good for like many years or many months, at least many months, and then okay enough and kind of good, and maybe many years of it or forever, you know. So I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but it's possible. It's possible. It's really possible for how I felt today and for how I felt about a week ago. And here and there, it's been like getting back to feeling okay again, but I felt bad for since about February of 2021. 2021, it hasn't been easy, but I don't know. Maybe it's good. Let's just say it's happy and let's go somewhere fun. I'm gonna go out there. But I don't imagine myself being hurt anymore. That's bad to do because it'd make you feel really bad. So don't imagine hurting your body. Don't give up and want to hurt yourself, because it can really start to hurt in real life when you just think it in your mind. It's really bad if you do that to yourself. So it's not worth doing anymore. But I did start thinking those things, and I never would act on it. I wouldn't act on hurting myself or hurting anyone else. I never hurt anyone else. Unless, like, if you really had to, if somebody was trying to rob you or hurt others or something like that, I never want to. I never will. I just won't. I won't hurt anybody, probably. You know, like, what are they gonna do? Just come in here and start doing weird stuff to my body and shit? Like, I not shit, but you know, what? There's not. What would you do? Fight them back or hold their arms down or something, or tell? Like, I wouldn't want to fight anybody. But you may have to hold them and say, you know, don't hurt me or something, or push them away from somebody else or something like that. It is scary right now. All of a sudden, right then in that moment, it got scary. Oh, but you know, you just avoid stuff like that. This is the first world in America. You know, you wouldn't have to fight anyone ever. You know, you just get away from that stuff. Nobody would usually do that stuff. Why would they want to hurt a person? The worst of it, they'd want to get money, easy to get to money and stuff like that. You know, they're not going to do any of that. They don't know how to do it. And if they did, they'd be in prison too, because once they get caught for that bad stuff, they'd be in prison. So they don't want to go to prison. And if they do, I guess it says in the Old Testament that you can shoot a robber if they're robbing you. But that's bad, because the way we're judged on Judgment Day is how Jesus-like we are, how kind to others we are, That's how we're judged on Judgment Day, not on how we follow the Old Testament, the Hebrew Bible. You know, it's the Old Testament, but the Hebrew Bible, maybe, you know, it's good. It's been approved by Jesus. And God approved the Old Testament. It was written by mere men, but they were prophets. They were special. He made them prophets so he could see the future, and they had special abilities back then, and they wrote the Old Testament. So it's good, but it's not anywhere near as beautiful as God's real Son coming to earth to get to get the New Testament written, and to say it needed more than the Old Testament. It needed the New Testament, but he didn't know. I don't know if he knew the New Testament was going to be written or not, but he thought he was Jewish, and he was saying how things should be with all he had, and trying to get the word out to as many people as he could, and and he was exactly like God. He would act just like God. So sometimes he was able to see he was a prophet. He could see the future. He knew the past, present, future, and how things would be, because he was like God. And he was more than a prophet. He was without sin. He was God's real Son. So he is God sometimes. Jesus is God. Jesus is God. Jesus is God. I hope this is showing the video of all this too. Jesus is God. I'm sure it probably is. So I'm probably gonna go. I don't really want to go deposit the money, but I kind of have to, so I'm going to try to feel good about it. I'm going to drink this energy drink. I don't really want to go deposit the money, but I'm going to. I think. Okay. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to the bank. Hi. I'm gonna go to the bank and drive there with this filming, but when I get there, I'm probably gonna turn it off or put it down so it doesn't film a bank, because you can't really go to a huge bank and start filming or something without permission, I think. So I'm not gonna film that. I don't know, I'd have to look up the rules on that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna keep the phone down. I don't have any desire to get, I don't even care about doing that. Because it's not the filming I don't care about, it's that I have no interest in filming at a bank. What would I film of it? It's good there, but I just, so I'm gonna go in a car there and we can talk. I'm gonna talk in the car, but I'm gonna keep the camera down. What's the weather? 51. I better keep the heat on a little bit. Unless I'll turn it off. I don't know. It's not going to get that cold. I don't like the cold sometimes. I like the cold. When I got here, I used to have to go outside the first 3 years because the house wasn't really done yet. And I'd have to, no matter how I felt, I'd have to like go out in the snow, and it got cold in the house sometimes because I didn't quite have the heat installed all the way or something, or I don't know what, but I'd have to like work in a crawl space and get water that from a broken pipe and shit like that for like 3 years after getting here in the winter time. No matter how I felt, I'd have to get up, put some warm clothes on as much as I was able, and go out there in the cold. One time I woke up in the guest house in 32 degrees with the wind, when a windstorm with no electricity, and it blew off the window from the top of the roof, so it was open to the rain or something in the cold, and I had to go out there in the middle of the night wearing huge coats indoors in 32 degree weather indoors and 17 degree weather outside, and I had to put a big ladder up on the top of the house and go out there no matter how I felt and start trying to drill in something to cover it up so the rain wouldn't come into the house. And there's stuff like that I had to do when I first got here that it was still doing a little bit 3 years later, but now it's okay. Now it's okay, and I know how the pipes don't freeze and stuff. So it is not something I was thinking, it is not something that I ever knew would be that difficult, just fixing up a really old house that's this big, because then there's that much more work to do. If you have a small house, there's hardly any work to do. You know, you could get like a 1 or 2 or 3 bedroom house, or 2 bedroom, and it's not that much work. You work on it a few months or something, it'll look like brand new pretty much. If you have the money, But this was like 5 of those houses, for the condition of it, it was like maybe more. It was like something like 3 or 4 or 5 of those houses, or 10 of them, or 5 of them or something. It was like, so much work. It kept going on for about 5 years. Who cares? Now I got a rich ass house. I'm cool. Now I got a huge mansion on 9 acres. Fuck myself, I'm an idiot. I don't know. No, it's not really a mansion. It's not, I mean, look at the fucking floor. It's okay. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, but it's not like a brand new home. But it's pretty good. It's okay. So I'm gonna go. I gotta go. You know, I'm grateful for what I have. I am grateful for what I have. I'm thankful to God for what I have. Jesus. Jesus is in my wallet. That's how I thought. But I honored people who had money and had to work at it no matter how I felt for about 17 years full time. And then I ended up with money somehow just because I had to honor them because God had me do God's work, and it ended up that way. But sometimes I valued money too much. Now I don't even own my own car. I'm borrowing a car from my parents. Borrowing a car from my parents. I don't even. Jesus is God. This is pretty good. I'm gonna turn the. I have a little stupid motion control cameras that I got that like. It's only like a few dollars. It's like. It's not that much. It was like $40, and it films if somebody walks up. But I wasn't supposed to get it. It's not a month. It's just $40 or $100 in total, or $80. And you don't pay a monthly fee. It has these little cameras, but it's like way out in the woods. It's like way in the dark. You feel so alone. There may be barely one person watching or something. I should put this light on. No. It's kind of dark. This light turned on the other night, and I wasn't expecting it in the basement. I was like, how did that get on? But I had been messing with a light, and I didn't know if it was on or off, but it didn't. The light wasn't on, but I didn't know if the switch was on or off, and I just had to leave. And then when I came back down here again, it was on. But there's nothing to steal in here. I better put the motion control cameras on. These stupid motion control cameras that I put in here. That's not really for this neighborhood. It's not what kind of neighborhood it was here. It was kind. People leave their doors unlocked. They're kind to one another. But I got some stupid motion control cameras. They're kind of cheap. It was like $80 total, and it doesn't cost any money after that. But I am paying like $5 a month or $4 a month to like film it. I'm stupid. Because I used to have ADT and spend all this money on stuff, and I didn't have any. I didn't save any. I had some money, but I didn't know what it was. It was like in one house, and I didn't know how much I had. But then I spent my money and wasted it on things like I thought were cool, like cars, and it was just a waste of money. And it looked like I had a cool car, but it wasn't. So now this is like this is a regular little Chevy. You know, this is like a little Chevy. But I might get a cool car again one day. I don't even know. I know it's not important. You know, whoops, oops, I cursed. What an idiot I am. I cursed. I'm going to try to get into the car at night. I'm going to try to get into the car by adjusting the seat. There's a big computer in here. I got to get the computer out of the car. There's a giant computer in here. Hi. This is one of my older Macs. This is one of my older Macs or whatever. I'll get the rest of the computer. I'm going to get the rest of the computer. Nope. Internet. guess when you type E, it means internet. I guess if it's just an E by itself, like as a typo, or like as a text typo, if you accidentally type in E, the letter E, internet. But like some stuff is not a human being, it's a thing. Like Danica's dolls are things, but the kids are important. She needs a break from raising the kids all the time. I guess. I don't like it that much, seeing a doll, but it's okay. But I like seeing the kids. I'm gonna bring a scarf. I put that computer inside. I'm gonna run up and get a scarf really fast. I'm a nerd, man. Running up to get a scarf. It's kind of cold. Close the door too hard. That was not very nice. That was not very nice for that really beautiful door. I closed it too hard because I'm nice and kind. I do little nerdy things because I'm a little bit of a nerd. Revenge of the nerds. Revenge of the nerds. Revenge of the nerds. Revenge of the nerds. Oh shit. I'm actually stronger than I was in college. I weigh like 80 pounds more. I weigh like something like that. I'm like 200 something pounds. I'm like 210 pounds. In college, I was like little and small. I weighed like 140 or 155. And I still had fat on me. I was like 155 or 160, and I was like small, but had a little bit of fat. But I was kind and nice. I was just a lighter person. I worked out with weights, but I put on like, the most I was able to lift was about a third as much as I can lift now. Like I had to lift like 130 or something like that instead of, but maybe I could do more than that. I can't really bench press 400 pounds, but I don't care. But there are these kids who are my roommates, and some of them were really strong, some of them didn't really work out. And they were like the ones who were like living it up, partying. And I didn't get to. I just studied and did my schoolwork. And that was about it, and wanted to be with, and then I met Danica after that, or that semester, or semester after that, and then I got to live with Danica, and that was happy. And then I didn't have those roommates who made me feel bad, like, you know, like there'd be somebody sleeping in your same room, and it could be fun. It could be fun in a dorm setting, but not for me. Not for me. It never was that fun. It was like kind of weird. And when I was going to colleges in Virginia, I'd drive home and stay at my parents' house instead. So I liked having my own house. I didn't like living right in the same room as somebody else, but I could if I had to, unless it's, of course, your wife. Of course, if it's your wife or somebody like that, of course I could. That's how I like living with somebody in the same place. But I haven't had that in 10 years, pretty much. Well, for 10 years since 2012. But I'm gonna go. Whoops. There's stuff in my seat. There's the keys. This was on my seat. The key. Hey, an animal. You just be kind to them. And if you have to, be loud so they keep away so they don't bother you. But they're nice. There's no animals. It's like way out in the woods. Kind of. But it's close to town. It's like 12 minutes. It's like, we'll see how long it takes to drive to the bank from here. Like 15 minutes or 10 or 12. I don't know how long. So I'm going to talk about something fun. I don't know what. But I'm going to the bank. Hopefully nobody kills me. Hopefully nobody kills me. But nobody would. Nobody would kill anybody, especially not here. But nobody would kill anybody in Roanoke County, pretty much. I think no one ever has. I don't know. Of course, that sometimes somebody did, but that's not the kind of thing that I usually have to think about. What a cool haircut I have shaved on the side. You notice that? You notice that? Because it's weird, man. You really want to do something that different? And different means different from two different things. And do you want to be the least most different? Would that be Jesus-like? Would that be Jesus-like? Or would it be like the corrupt devil being different? When you look up the definition of different, it's like, it could be bad. It could be the corrupted form of the devil after he invented sin and he became twisted and bad and really, really bad. But it could also be good. Different, like Jesus was different from those around him. He was different from those around him, so they persecuted him. But it doesn't mean somebody's going to go to jail or not. You could just be different. It can mean different things. So I'm gonna, oops, I don't know what I stepped on. I was trying to pull my pants up. Way down, Sally. Duck-dee-da-day, yeah. I'm just trying to get to talk to you. Wade, Wade. Way down, Sally. Baby, my boo boy. Bee-ba, baby. How clowny is that? How clowny is that? There's somebody who said that crap. I thought it sounded kind of stupid. I don't like any of that crap. I don't like any of it that much. Clowny, the word clowny is not that bad, but like, I don't want to go out there and meet anyone new to be a girlfriend. I just don't want to. I don't care about that stuff. It's just, I don't like the smells of it. Like somebody's new smell that's fornicating, lust, sin. I know what it smells. I know, I can almost smell that's wrong. And sometimes I can't. This smells good. This energy drink smells good. But sometimes, you know, I can tell that no, I'm not interested in that. And it's been that way for about 10 years, but I didn't know it was bad at first. And now I kind of know, you know. But maybe, who knows, maybe God has a different plan for me, I don't know, than being with Danica. But I hope to be with Danica. I hope to God to be with her and the kids, but I don't know if it's going to happen. I got this house all ready for them. So I'm trying to, I don't know what's going to happen. It's up to God. So I'm not going to worry about it, I guess, but I may have to. I don't want to think about stuff. I'm going to drink my Red Bull or whatever this is. California Red Bull, made in California. Red for Republican. Bull. That's a bunch of bull. Which one are they talking about? Who cares, man? It's tastes pretty good. But if I'm thinking like, wow, I'd never want to go to California or don't. Sometimes I thought, you know, I never want to live there. But I ended it with maybe. So I don't know, because God may have me live there one day. I don't know, but I don't want to. I'd rather live here. But I think, you know, that's kind of what I did as movies. And I went to California and met my wife there. God had us brought together as the same flesh there. And maybe we're supposed to be here now. I don't know. So I don't know what God has planned for me. It could be just drive, Mother Hubbard. Scratch Mother Hubbard. Drive, mother. I don't know why I said that. Because I'm nice. I am nice. I'm good. I follow the law. The Bible is law. God and Jesus is law. The Old Testament and the New. It's what I like to do. I don't rap too much. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. I don't rap too much. That's what's up. I don't rap too much. That's what's up. That's what's up. Somebody's gonna be. That would be funny if there's somebody like that. I met people like that here in Roanoke. Derek Young was a little bit like that. Like somebody from like the Kevin Smith movies or something. How do you do this? Oh, that's how I used to talk when I was a kid. Sometimes, I don't know. Yeah, that was me when I was a kid. So I put this, woo, way down Sally. I talked to this guy in the white van in a video earlier today that I filmed of him. If you want to see it, it's on my channel. A live video. Be cool if my friend Jevin could retire and just live in the live nearby, and we could just film videos all day and do fun stuff like the old days. Not even start to shoot guns around it, but I wouldn't own a gun because I'd be afraid of just like randomly shoot it at who knows what. I hope he gets to retire early and moves nearby. My friend Jevin from high school. Or from before then, from when I was 12 years old. He was one of my best friends, but who cares that much? He's a friend. I'll always love him. I'll probably see him in heaven, but he's not like my wife and kids. And he knows he loves his wife the most, I guess. I don't know. But I care about him and love him, but he's a friend. He's one of my best friends. Jevin. And we used to go out at night. We'd sneak out of our parents' houses. And skate or ride bikes in the middle of the night. It was really fun. And it was always okay. Yo, I better not care as much. I don't know, that doesn't look that, I don't know how that looks on my face. It's like a low angle way up on, I don't know, I'm trying to film myself anyway from a high angle, or whatever it's called, a low angle on my face, because I didn't want to show the road. Believe something, don't believe unless you have to. It's true, for Jesus Christ is what you have to do, is what we have to do. For God and Jesus is true, it's God's truth. It's God's truth, you too, for truth. Way down Sally. Just trying to talk to you. Way down Sally. I'm just trying to talk to who's called Sally, who could be me or anyone you, as Sue Scheibler would say, you see. But I wouldn't marry anyone named Sally ever, I think, because Danica named the cat Sally, and she had a movie in film school that she called one of the a Super 8 film, and our first student projects on Super 8. It was like a kind of small movie, and she called one of the characters Sally. It was called Sally and Johnny. It's on our channel. It's like a Super 8 movie. You look up whatever it is. You know how to Google search things and find things, I guess. You just, I don't know. how do you find things on Google or the search engine you use? I don't know how other people do it that much sometimes. I don't know. But I know how I do it. I do it super fast, really well. I type like 120 or more words a minute, 120 words a minute or 140 words a minute if I had to for myself. But how could somebody force somebody? Or I might type one finger at a time, you know, to be kind to somebody. It may be more appropriate, or may never be able to type 120 words a minute again or whatever. And because in high school I was the third best in the typing class. I was the third best in the typing class, so I was like one of the best. That's why. But I don't use my pinkies to type as much because oh, somebody's on the road. I wonder, oh, he already started backing up. That was a really nice thing for him to do. Because I didn't feel like backing up in this little car, but I can if I have to. I can back up if he's unable to back up. This is this guy on the road. Looks like Tim's car, but I don't know. I don't know whose car that is. Oh, I gotta put my not my alarm system, but my cameras, motion control cameras on. I gotta put my motion control cameras on because somebody could be watching this video. No, he's nice. Is that Dana? I wanna see if it's Dana. I wanna see if it's Dana. I'm gonna run out and see who it is. Oh shit. Wait. Hello? Hello? Oh, is that Dana? Hey, how are you? Can I film you? May I film you? You don't want me? I can't see you. It's too dark. Yeah. No. Okay. How are you? Oh, your boyfriend has dinner? You have a boyfriend? Oh, the same one? That young guy? I thought he was 26. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. How are you? You want to say anything into the camera?
Nope.
No, okay.
I'm hungry.
Okay. Okay. How are you? Well, I'm gonna go. Bye. I don't like to fornicate. I found the Bible and I know fornication's wrong. I know fornication's wrong now. Yeah, so I don't have any desire to do it anymore. I mean, you know, people are tempted when they don't have a wife or husband, but oh, man, a husband. Oh, okay, bye. Okay. Bye. Are you gonna marry your boyfriend? Oh, sorry. Okay. That was Dana. I better get out of here. I accidentally blocked the road. Dude, goddamn. Hi. That was Dana. She's nice. That was Dana. Huh. She went up the hill. I could have filmed her up there. Missed her driving up on the road. She drove up the real road. Not the real road, but this is the real road. I don't know. It's just a different road. The road cares about it. That much I do. My mom does. My mom cares about enjoying. She enjoys exciting things. She enjoys going out there with however it is and doing things in a kind of fun way. And being kind to others, of course, following God and Jesus. She actually does that. And she gets to enjoy it and feel good too, feel happy too. This road's even kind of, well, make it slick. Make it slick and cool. One time I had a gym teacher tell me, like, I asked him if I could, like, do the exercises or whatever they were doing in this way, and he said, whatever cool way you want to do it. Whatever cool way. Yeah. And I thought about it, and I was like, and I remember that for some reason, even 30 years ago. I think I was like in junior high. I was in junior high. I was like a long time ago. I better slow down. His name was, I can't say his name because he may still be alive. They may get angry. So I don't like talking about the names of the people who I went to junior high with. I think that's like a standard, I think that's how the entertainment industry people are. And I'm pretty much an entertainment industry person too. I'm not a famous A-list actor, but those people you see, they don't usually, but sometimes you might hear them mention the name of somebody they went to high school with or something, or school with, or knew growing up, or a teacher they liked. They may say that if it's like something kind about them. They might, I don't know. So if you're making a video or whatever, you can, that's how you talk about people. Like, you have to make sure you're following the rules or whatever. You can't say anything bad about anybody. You can't like defame somebody's name or whatever, or say anything bad about their name. But who would want to be famous anyway? Some people don't. Some people do. Some people don't. And I'd rather be retired with plenty of money, and then if I feel like doing it, I can do it. Like way plenty of money. Like at least a few million or something. So then you know you'd probably have enough. But with Danica and the kids, that would spend pretty fast. You know, we may spend like 100,000 cash, or I don't know. I have to see how it would be, or I don't know, or not. It's up to God and Jesus. Oh, I thought that was a deer. It wasn't. It was a tree. Wow, this is, oh, he has brights on a little bit. Hey. How's it going? Do you like acting stupid, John? Beep body or just for Dana. So she knows you're kind to her. It doesn't matter how you have to, because you're nice to her. That was Dana in the video before. I don't know if you'd be able to brighten the picture or not, but if you did, her face would look good in it from the color correcting. If you loaded this video or took a picture and brightened it from seeing her face in the car, it would look good. That's all I was hoping for, but she didn't want to be on video, so it was like in the dark, kind of. I don't know. John, may the Lord continue to be with you. Let your life give glory to him. Okay. And then okay. That sounds good. Give glory to God instead of me getting the glory. But today was like a fun day. I made film. I don't know if I made films today or not. I have to use these live videos, which some of it is in HD quality, and edit it into a feature-length movie. If there's anything that really cool sounding in it, like me playing drums with my hands when I had up there around the really good Wi-Fi. I don't know what this picture looks like now. It's on cell phone connection or whatever. I don't know what that is. No. Yes, of course. Praise God, praise Jesus. Corey Hazelwood. He's somebody I went to high school with, or was friends with growing up. I find things out when I think about it long enough. If you're quiet and you think about things, you're like, oh, that's how that happened many years ago or something. Or it's like, you can't, like, for many years I wouldn't stop talking. I'd be the one in front of camera and I was always talking, and I didn't stop and listen to thoughts that I had or think about things enough. And then when I was out in the woods, I kind of got to be a better person and more patient, but the patience is not easy, but I still have patience. I have patience, but I better not. I better have patience. I'm gonna drink this Red Bull, maybe. Way down, Sally. Way down, Sally. You don't want to go there. Down into hell where the devil and the demons are chained up. Where they actually are chained up. Supposedly, from what the Bible says, unless a prophecy may say there's... No, that's it. They're chained up in hell. The devil and the demons are chained up in hell. As far as I know. Unless I don't understand enough about the Bible to know more than that. But the sin, the devil already got the sin to humankind. And this is a weird thing. I don't know. I'm going to the bank to deposit money. And I'm going to turn the camera off when I get to the bank and deposit the money and then turn it back on and keep driving on the same video. Or something like that. Or put the camera, or put the phone down on the ground and not film it. What is this? A football game. A football game. Oh my gosh. I might have to put the camera down. This is so scary. I think I ain't gonna say what, but I had to turn the camera off because I was afraid to get in trouble for filming them. And I may not have the rights to film their football stuff and people walking across the street and all that. Whatever is gross to me. Might be a child. I don't know what it is that they're doing, and I hope they're okay. And so I had to take the camera away from the road because I didn't want to get in trouble. They're just finishing the football game and everyone's leaving. And so I'm going to Wells Fargo to deposit money because I didn't want to get in trouble for filming them. It's scary as shit. It's scary as shit. Excuse me for cursing, but I don't want to get in trouble for filming that stuff, you know? Almost made me want to go to LA right then. It was pretty bad. But it's not their fault at all. They're good people. I relate to them. I know they're kind of good people. My grandfather's a police officer. Those police officers are good here in this town. They're actually really good in this town. So I know they're kind or good people or whatever, they may believe in is good if they believe in God and Jesus. And I assume they believe in God and Jesus, but I don't know. And if they're non-believers, hopefully they're pretty kind or good. And I believe in God and Jesus, and I just follow God and Jesus and do my best work for God and Jesus. So that's what that was. And it was a little scary because I didn't know if I could film them. So I had to really put the camera down to not show the people at the football game. I didn't know what it was, but it was people leaving the football game. They had police on the road, and I had to put the camera down because I don't like filming the police and all those people and stuff. Might be wrong, so I don't know. But sometimes you're supposed to film them so they don't, you know. Sometimes you're okay to film them, but I don't really have that much interest in going out there and filming all this crazy stuff. I'd have to study up on it more these days, but I already know all the rules on it because I was a real filmmaker, and I went to one of the best film schools on earth. So it's still one of the best film schools on earth. It's one of the fourth or fifth best film school, I guess. Chapman University. I got my MFA from there, so I know the rules of producing movies and also some television and other stuff. So I kind of know the rules on that way more than somebody who's like a new YouTuber is getting big or whatever, and they go out there and film stuff. I usually know, but I may have to study a little more to know for sure. But the filmmaking way is really by the book, which means you can't randomly film any people without their permission unless you blur their faces and you can't tell who they are, blur the logos, the t-shirts that have stuff like that. You have to get the rights to film on a location. You can't just randomly film for a film. You have to have the rights to film everywhere, locations, permits. You have to talk to all it's like very strict and by the book. And that's pretty much how I produced my movies. That's mostly all how I filmed my movies, but at the indie level, it's not really like the studio movies. You can't really afford to do it as well as the studio movies do it, who have like $20 million for a kind of low budget movie, or $2 million or $1 million for a really low budget movie. That would still be indie. That'd still be indie, and they pick it up. Nowadays, they may have like 20 million or 10 million for a look, or 6 million. It used to be 6 million back in the day. That was like 20 years ago when I was at undergraduate film school. When I had just graduated undergraduate film school, it was 20 years ago. And yep, and I'm not dumb. And oh man, that's how some people would do. They'd prefer to say "and" rather than "I'm dumb," rather than see, because I used to say "and," like the word "and," and then afterwards I'd say "um," and I don't know, and I don't know, and I'd say those two things again and again, and I'd sometimes say them again and again. I don't know, and but then it turned into, some people would try to change the way it sounds and make it say "and I'm dumb," and I'm dumb, like I'm dumb. And if they thought that, then they'd get really angry to prove that they're not dumb. And then they'd try to say "end them," like end human lives or some shit, out of fear driving their fear that drives them, that they think that rather than be dumb that would kill them or something, they're worried they're gonna die, or worse, they think that they have to be the biggest, most powerful one and way better than everybody, and then it's gonna hurt them, and then they'll end up in hell for all eternity. All eternity. When they keep that up, they become workers of unrighteousness. Oh, I gotta turn the camera off. They become workers of unrighteousness. But this is kind of okay to film here, more than all the police and the people who didn't have their permission to film or whatever. But I can pretty much Might even be able to film here, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm putting the camera down. Not gonna do it. Old dude, it's like, might as well be dead any day now. Shit, some disease because I'm not healthy enough. I don't know. Shit. No, that's not true. No, that's not true. But the way I was talking made me worry about that. And some people try to overcompensate and act like, oh, I'm way better, I'm in really good shape, I'm better than everybody. And then they do that too much in meanness towards others, that they become a worker of unrighteousness, as it's called in the Bible, worker of unrighteousness. They work at that meanness constantly. And all they have to do is forgive others and leave it up to God and Jesus. And they'd realize, wait, oh, I just stopped drinking caffeine as much and calmed down, and then they feel they're happier and feel good and they're okay. They have nothing wrong with their health anyway. They're not going to die or anything like that. It was in their thoughts and their mind. They were worried for no reason. This is pretty good. Sometimes it's not that easy. Narrow is the gate to heaven. It's really hard to get into heaven. Wide is the path to destruction and hell that for all eternity. So it's very easy to take the wide path, and it's very difficult to get into heaven. Narrow is the gate to heaven. It's not easy. You got to give your all. But I did that for 3 or 4 days, and then today I was like finally feeling really good about myself and happy working out and making videos. Oh gosh. So terrifying sometimes. But this is actually good. This is my dad's bank. This is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 30 bills and depositing. 1, 2, 3, 4. I gotta deposit it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 500, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,080 or something. I don't know what this is. I'm afraid to film it. I don't want to film my bank numbers or any of that. That'd be wrong. And what would they even steal anyway? It might be negative $40 or $1,000 or $3,000. Or one time I had $120,000 in there or something cash, but I had to then buy a house with it almost immediately, and then I got another 100 or 150 or 80 or 90, and I had to then fix up the house. That's when I bought my house. To make the money go up enough to where I could borrow against it and keep living and have enough to pay my bills and have it go up higher in value towards worth tons more. But I don't know how much, that was how, that's, it's up to God and Jesus. Praise God. Praise Jesus. Okay. I'm out of here. Oh, shit. Whoops. I'm out of here. I don't need a beer or any shit like that. I don't do any of that in cars. I actually want to work out more, so I might drink more caffeine. Unless that'll be like too much recovery tomorrow. I'd have to lay in bed a bunch. Or just like be tired a little bit tomorrow. But who cares? I'm gonna go for all for it. I've already worked out a bunch today. I guess I gotta go home. Okay, I was at a stop sign, but I didn't want to show the bank. I had to act like the guy from Nightmare Before Christmas, so I thought it was somebody else, and I was like, okay, maybe it's me. But I'm not like him. I'm like my dad. Man. I'm not feeling that great right now. I don't know why. It's okay. It's pretty good. I'm good. I'm good, but it's not always easy. It's like the trying to get through the eye of a needle to make it to heaven kind of thing. I can see how you'd maybe get in now. It's like... I don't have that much money though. But maybe I don't know how you'd get in the eye of a needle. Like how a camel would go through the eye of a needle to get to heaven. Oh, to get to heaven. Oh, it makes sense. It's easier for a camel to get through the eye of a needle than a rich man to get to than a rich man to get to heaven. Than a rich man to get to heaven. That means that the camel would have lived a righteous life his entire life. A good, kind camel who believed Jesus was real, because in heaven animals will talk, I think. But he can't talk on earth, and he's sinful on earth. He's just an animal who we have dominion on. So, the way that a camel gets through the eye of a needle is he'd have to die and be cremated and put through a funnel, so to speak. Like if he had to, he could, once his body was ash, and it would have to go through the eye of a needle with like a little funnel that has a tiny pin. Oh no. And then somehow he'd go through the eye of a needle as a dead body, or his soul would too. And then, in the twinkling of an eye, he'd be in heaven on the other side of the needle. He'd be risen on Judgment Day for his second life that lasts for eternity. And that's how the camel will get through the eye of the needle. For a rich man to get to heaven, but I don't know if that's true or not. There may be something there may be way more to it than I understand about that. I don't know. Hi. Hi. Hey. Maybe. Praise God, praise Jesus. How good do I look or bad do I look? I don't care. Maybe it's supposed to be old as shit. Maybe it's supposed to be 76. No, that's my that's how old my parents are. They're not old as shit. Maybe it's supposed to be 98 for God and Jesus. Maybe I'm supposed to look 28. 28. Maybe I'm supposed to look 40 something, how old I really am now. I don't like to say until I've found a way that it can be not worrisome as much, because it was like a number I worried about. But then when Danica turned that age, I stood up for her with all I had to be beautiful, good, feel happy the entire year. Nothing went wrong. She didn't die. She didn't get any sickness. Nothing bad happened. So she made it through that year that I was worried about the number of the year, of just how old you are. 45. And I turned into her being beautiful, healthy, good looking, feeling good. And then now she's 46, and now I'm 45, and I didn't know what I was gonna do about it. But I just turned 45 and didn't have a plan for like why. That was like a worrisome year. I thought I might die or something of who knows what. And instead of getting really healthy or whatever, I just ended up turning 45. And sorry, I wasn't gonna say it, but maybe 45 could be good or bad. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what it is. I don't like my eye looking old a little bit even, but if that's what I have to do, that's what I have to do. It's for God and Jesus. I'll just look old or whatever. I'll look old. That's not what's important in heaven. Might as well be dead if you're gonna make your life about how good you can possibly look in those selfish things, because that ends up in hell. But that's not really the right way to say it. You're supposed to be kind to others, and God helps us do God's work when we don't really Oh no. Yo. I don't know if I'm acting weird as way down Sally, going to the alley, going to get some food at Rallies, just to talk to you. Way down Sally, going to the rallies, got them rally wheels, I know, just to talk to you. It's a steal for you. When you get them wheels, it still is true. It's not good, not God's truth. It's the truth about the sin that time, and it happened in my ramen day. Way not gay. Sally, come on to the alley, the back alley where Ron Jeremy's talking to you. Way down Sally, we got Ron Jeremy in a back alley. He's trying to talk, just talk to you. Come on, Sally. No, he didn't mean to, it's true. You know, he did what he had to do to pay his bills. No, and no, he does what he does and does what he did, and he likes to do what he did without kids, 'cause he's Ron, Jeremy, and Sally. Way down Sally. Ron Jeremy driving around town in his rallies. Ron Jeremy driving around town in his rallies. Who would? I don't know what that means. Ron Jeremy is in prison for having sex with all his women. I think God wanted him to go there for having sex with all his women, all the fornication he did. So God, I think, has given him a chance to get into heaven. I hope he finds God in Jesus. I hope he believes in Jesus too, unless he already believes in Jesus, even though he was raised a Jew, I think he was raised a Jew, and I think he has a chance to make it into heaven, but who knows. But now he's in prison. He's going through all this difficulty because the women said that he raped them or groped them or molested them or something like that. Because he was with thousands of women. He was just kind of that way. Like, I did a photo shoot with him. He was in my movie. He was in my actual movie, Crazy Animal. And when we filmed him that day, there was a girl we took pictures of him with, and he was used to being on a porn set where he could act that way around women. And since he was doing a regular photo shoot or film thing, he thought he would kind of like be a little bit that way with her, but not really that much. And she was okay with it and stuff because she was kind of doing that type of photo shoot, but there was no nudity. There was no nudity in it. It was a bikini. She was wearing a bikini, but he almost like it was pretty sexy looking and stuff. So I didn't know back then it was kind of lustful. To show some of that, it's kind of lustful. So I didn't know it was wrong. And I probably wouldn't ever do it again. I hope to God I don't ever do it again. I hope, but you know, if it's clothes on, if people's clothes are on, and it's a bathing suit or bikini, it's probably not that bad. And I don't, so that's it. But when I was younger, I did think some of that other stuff was okay, but I never did a porn or anything like that. Thank God. It was too sleazy feeling. It felt really sleazy and bad, and it was just not me. I wasn't supposed to do that kind of stuff. For me personally, maybe some of them make it into heaven. There's a Bible thing that says some of them make it into heaven, maybe. They have to stop their fornicating ways and the lustful ways. They have to stop that. Mostly the fornicating ways. I wonder if it's filming me. Oh, I guess it was filming me. I thought it was filming the road. So I don't know. All the way home. The football game worried me a little bit, but I did God's work my best, followed God and Jesus, and was kind to the police officer, made it through the driving outside of the football game where I went to where I used to go to high school football games when I was growing up, and I made it through that, and without, while a camera was running. That was the scary thing, while a camera was on. If it was just a football game driving through there, it's not that bad. But the thing that worried me was that I was filming. And I don't know if they want people filming or not at that stuff. I think that's kind of how they are about that stuff a little bit, but I don't know. Maybe not. The police are actually good. But it was something about it I was afraid to film. But it's good. I like the people. I don't know. I guess they're okay. The police officer was good. He told me to stop in the road, and I had to figure out what he was talking about, because he walked in the middle of the road and it was all going slow traffic, and I had to know whether to stop or not, or to drive next to him and keep going, because he only put a little light with his hand that was red in the middle of the road, and I didn't know if I was supposed to drive around him or stop, and it was so scary. I didn't want to get it wrong. And then he kind of like, I related to him on different, I like communicated with him in some ways. Like, I stopped my car all the way. He let people go by, and he watched how I reacted to who they were. And then it was like, okay, everything was good. And then I was like, acted as kind and Jesus-like as I could. Shit. And then I'm going home. I'm going home. No. Praise God, praise Jesus. When I get to my road, I'm gonna turn the light on. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. I don't know if Danica's gonna move here or not for, like, who knows. She said she would in an email. She said she was gonna move here and do one of my parents' houses, but I don't know if that's true. So I may go to LA this winter, or I may stay here all winter. Al may come back and be in videos. Where's the light? Way down, Sally. We got a set of rallies on our tires for Ron Jeremy. He fired for me from this porn set. Way down rallies. Oh shit. The Trump rally. Trump rally. We got Sally at the rally tonight. We're doing good, all right. We're doing fine, all right. I don't know. 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 I don't know why it's so funny. Look at this road. Turn the light off. I'm really driving up this road. I can drive it. It doesn't, this road I'm used to now, but it's kind of bumpy, but I can drive it in. As long as it's not frozen or snow or icy, I can drive this road in any weather. When I first got here, it wasn't. But if it's icy or snowy a little bit, I can drive it too. The road if I have to. And ambulances can make it up or whatever. But way down, Sally. Don't end up there in hell. Not me. That's them. Them. Oh well. 'Cause I'm nice. If she was in someone's basement, Jesus would protect her 'cause she's just that nice. It's okay. Even without having to go to hell that day or any day while she was still alive in this life on earth. You don't need more than one. You don't need two wives. Even though in the Old Testament it said it was okay. And God tried to trick me about that one day. Because it was a lowercase God. A false God. False idol. Not really God. Maybe somebody like Billy Idol. Or a, shut your my dog mouth. Stick it in your mouth and shut up. Okay. Billy Idol didn't do it. But maybe that's possible. God has a better plan. God has a better plan. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, this is so scary. Shit. An Indian ghost. I looked next to the car and the light was on in here and it was scary. That's the old Revolutionary War house from 1770 something, or 1770s. I thought there was a ghost of an Indian. That was so scary. Shit. Is there anybody back there? No. That scared me. An Indian ghost. It had the light on the car, could see outside, and it looked like there's somebody out there, but I couldn't tell. It was like back in the Revolutionary War house behind the car where it was all black and dark. Oh, that was scary. And I almost stopped the car right there. Because I got the thought, be prepared for it, an Indian. That was so scary. But maybe it's a good soul. Maybe it was, I don't know what it was. I really don't know what that was. Oh, there's an Indian black man who owned all this land, supposedly, who sold it to the Solonovich people who owned it from way back or something in the 1800s, I guess. And I don't know who had it before that, but supposedly it was from the Indians, but I don't know if it's true. But Al says it is. And I think they didn't have war here or something. I'll have to ask Al, but I don't know if it's true or not. But this is a special mountain. It's where I found God and Jesus. Why is this? Is this? There it is. Oh. Those things got knocked down. It's too bad. Somebody must have smoked some weed and thought it was weird and occult and thrown the shit down. No. I don't know what. Eating some weed and looked at it and thought, what is this occult shit? I'm scared of it. It's scary as shit. It looks like the Mayan times of doing rituals or something. I'm throwing this shit down. But it wasn't. It was only a nice man. He put it. Don't talk about it too much. Hey, that's where I left the light on. I left that light on. Whoa. I left that light on. What is it doing? What is Midol? I don't know what that is. I said it, but I don't know. I'll have to look up what it is because I said I'd throw it in my mouth. I didn't. I don't know. Okay, I deposited the money. That's a miracle. Hey, Anthony. Found socks. I don't know when they have spiders on them. But that's pretty good. My mom gave me socks. I'm at my house. I just got back home. My mom gave me those socks with spiders on them, but I don't want it because it has a spider on it. So I deposited my money. I've got the 10s left that my mom gave me for my birthday. And the other money that my mom gave me to deposit, that then I would like, she kept giving me money and I felt bad about it. It was from my grandmother dying. And so I worked in the house and kept working in the house. And then sometimes got a loan against the house and made the house go up in value. So I was doing something for work. I don't want to work on it anymore, but I might do a house out there. They may invest in a house, like buy one, and then I do the work on it, but I think I'm not going to. I think I've got to find another way to make money, I think. But I might work on a house out there. I don't know, but I don't know if I'll be able to do it anymore. So I may end up really working at these videos and stuff, because if I don't like the way it feels, if I really don't like it, then I'm probably not going to do it too much anymore. But I can keep up after this. I can keep up after this house. I got the spider webs off here. I got the spider webs off there. Sally. There's a vine or something. Don't let it blow all away in the wind. I don't know. It's. There's my cool. That's actually. This is a car that looked just like Danica's car that we had in California. It was her car, and I had some shitty minivan. And we just started, I think I wrecked the minivan or something happened to it. It stopped working. It was so old or something. And then we just drove that car that looked like that one when we were in California. It was like a little Chevy. And it was black. It looked almost just like that, but it was like... I'm back here in the house. I'm going to turn this flash off. I'm back here in the house. I'm going to wipe this screen off. Wipe the screen off. Screen. Yo. This is where the cat used to walk through the floor. This is the nook in the floor. This is where the cat could walk. It could be downstairs or upstairs, and it would jump up through the kitchen into the cabinets and jump up through the floor. And it's a little nook where the cat would come through. So what I was going to do was like cover this water heater up with some kind of thing to build on it. Just some wood, 2x4s or whatever, and put like wood around it in an opening door with hinges or something. And then put a little cat door at the bottom, like right here. Like right here, put a little cat door. And then the cat would still be able to walk in and out of the house and then out of that window downstairs. And the cats had the best ever at this house. And no animals ever hurt them. And they could run up trees and stuff. And they had places where they could hide from big animals or anything like that. And they wouldn't hurt them anyway. They never hurt them though. And they could run inside if they had to. So I got it cleaned up. I got it looking pretty good. I have all that stuff on there. I don't know what it is. My mom gave me a bunch of stuff. So I made it back home. Oh, shit. Nobody's here. They would have knocked that off and not known how to put it back as well, I think. Hope nobody came in. Jesus. Jesus. Jesus, you've seen this stuff a million times. Okay. Nobody's here. I'm gonna lock the door. Nobody's here. I left the doors just unlocked when I left, and I didn't even put on the motion control cameras. Anybody could have just walked right in. Jesus is God. Jesus is God. Yay. I'm going to sit down. Huh. Way down, Sally. We got here to rallies. We're going to the Trump rally tonight, boys. Come on, we're going. I don't. That's how I celebrate at the football game. That's how I celebrate at the football game. Nope. I don't go to the football game. I don't go to the football game. That's how I don't celebrate there. Unless I go to one day. What did I come down here to get? Hi. Hi. Miss J. Kill. She goes out with somebody named Jay, and she likes to kill a deer. I don't know who she is. Miss J. Kill. What is I looking for? My stupid tripod. My tripod dudes. I'm a nerd, Alex. I'm a nerd. You're cool and have sex with a young woman and go out and do cool things, and all the quote unquote bitches want to have sex with you. And I'm a nerd looking for my stupid tripod. Here's my tripod. My tripod. My tripod. Oh, see if I can work my way over here now. Oh, Columbo. Oh, sexy and horny. That's who I am. I'm like Columbo with a nudie coat. Because he's old. Because he's old is why. He might have a nudie coat on. I didn't know it. I didn't know what that was about. I think my mom thought there was something funny about Columbo growing up, and I didn't understand it's because it looked like he was wearing one of the nudie coats where they take those flashers that they flash they're naked underneath. I didn't know that's why Columbo looked like he was like a sexy. He's supposed to act sexy like Columbo. Like he thought, like remember Columbo, that show in the 80s? And he had that coat, that really big trench coat, and he was like a flasher. He was like I'm gonna take a break to use the bathroom. I'll be right back, I guess. I'm not gonna be killed in a horror movie, in a Scream movie. Okay. I'm gonna get a drink. I might keep filming. I think I'll keep, I don't know if I'll keep filming or go to sleep or what. I'll just go to sleep. So I'm gonna say bye. So, praise God, praise Jesus. This is John Birmingham, of course. Praise God, praise Jesus. I subscribed to a couple people on there. I think I may have subscribed to Miss J Kill. No, I didn't. Because I didn't want to make Danica angry. Hi, Mrs. J Kill. Praise God, praise Jesus. Praise God, praise Jesus. Praise God, praise Jesus. So I'm going to go. Okay, bye. I hope to God that God is and Jesus is with you. I hope to God, ask God that He's be with you, to do his work on earth, to feel okay, to not suffer too much unless we're supposed to go through whatever he wants us to go through. And hopefully it doesn't feel that bad. It's not that bad, because he never puts us through too much that we can't do on our own. And hopefully, God, we make it to heaven one day, and we're kind and good. In Jesus' name, amen. Hopefully we don't have to suffer too much. We get to feel good too. Because I pretty much was working out today. This was my selfish day, working out a bunch. If you saw how bad it felt the past 3 or 4 days, it was not easy. It was like constant repenting. Every moment was like suffering, stuff like that. But it was difficult, and I did God's work. And today was happy. It got really happy again by some miracle. I get to work out a bunch, look better, feel better. So I'm going to go. So thanks, God. Thank you, God, for all the good stuff that we have and everything that's good about our lives. Amen. Praise God. Praise Jesus. Okay, bye.